What is the form of government of the United States? Republic. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. Name one thing the U.S. Constitution does. Forms the government. The U.S. Constitution starts with the words "with the people." What does "with the people" mean? Self-government. How are changes made to the U.S. Constitution? Amendments. What does the Bill of Rights protect? The basic rights of Americans. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? 27. Why is the Declaration of Independence important? It says America is free from British control. What founding document said the American colonies were free from Britain? Declaration of Independence. Name two important ideas from the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution: equality and liberty. The words life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in what founding document? Declaration of Independence. What is the economic system of the United States? Capitalism. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Many documents influence the U.S. Constitution. Name one, the Declaration of Independence. There are three branches of government. Why? Separation of powers. Name the three branches of government: executive, legislative, judicial. The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch. What part of the federal government writes laws? The Congress. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? Senate and House of Representatives. Name one power of the U.S. Congress. Writes laws. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. How long is a term for a U.S. senator? 6 years. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Rick Scott, Ashley Moody. How many members are in the House of Representatives? 435. How long is a term for a member of the House of Representatives? 2 years. Why do U.S. representatives serve shorter terms than U.S. senators? To more closely follow public opinion. How many senators does each state have? 2. Why does each state have 2 senators? For equal representation. Name your U.S. representative. Darren Soto. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Who does a U.S. senator represent? Citizens of their state. Who elects U.S. senators? Citizens from their state. Who does a member of the House of Representatives represent? Citizens in their district. Who elects members of the House of Representatives? Citizens from their district. Some states have more representatives than others. Why? Because of the state's population. Because of the state's population. Because of the state's population. Some states have more representatives than others. Why? Because of the state's population. The President of the United States is elected for how many years? 4 years. The President of the United States can serve only 2 terms. Why? Because of the 22nd Amendment. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald J. Trump. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Vice President. Name one power of the President. Vetoes bills. Who is Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military? The President. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. Who vetoes bills? The President. Who appoints federal judges? The President. The executive branch has many parts. Name one. The President. What does the Cabinet's presidents do? Advises the President. What are 2 cabinet-level positions? Vice President, Attorney General. Why is the Electoral College important? It decides who is elected President. What is one part of the judicial branch? Supreme Court. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. What is the highest court in the United States? Supreme Court. How many seats are on the Supreme Court? 9. How many Supreme Court justices are usually needed to decide a case? 5. How long do Supreme Court justices serve? For life. Supreme Court justices serve for life. Why? To be independent of politics. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John G. Roberts, Jr. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John G. Roberts, Jr. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John G. Roberts, Jr. Name one power that is only for the federal government. Print paper money. Name one power that is only for the states. Give a driver's license. What is the purpose of the 10th Amendment? It states that the power not given to the federal government belongs to the states or to the people. Who is the governor of your state now? Ron DeSantis. What is the capital of your state? Tallahassee. There are 4 amendments to the U.S. Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 years old or older can vote. Who can vote in federal elections, run for federal office, and serve on a jury in the United States? Citizens. What are 3 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The flag of the United States, or the United States, our country. Name 2 promises that new citizens make when in the oath of alliance. Give up loyalty to other countries. Defend the U.S. Constitution. How can people become United States citizens? Be born in the United States under the conditions set by the 14th Amendment, or naturalize. What are 2 examples of civic participation in the United States? Vote, run for office. What is one way Americans can serve their country? Vote, pay taxes. Why is it important to pay federal taxes? Required by law. It is important for all men aged 18 through 25 to register for the Selective Service. Name one reason why. Required by law. The colonies came to America for many reasons. Name one. Freedom. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians, Native Americans. What group of people was taken and sold as slaves? Africans. What war did the Americans fight to win independence from Britain? American Revolution. Name one reason why the Americans declared independence from Britain. High taxes. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. The American Revolution had many important events. Name one. Declaration of Independence. There were 13 original states. Name 5. South Carolina, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Georgia, Virginia. What founding document was written in 1787? U.S. Constitution. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Alexander Hamilton, James Madison. Why were the Federalist Papers important? They helped people understand the U.S. Constitution. Benjamin Franklin is famous for many things. Name one. Inventor. George Washington is famous for many things. Name one. Father of our country, first president of the United States. Thomas Jefferson is famous for many things. Name one. Writer of the Declaration of Independence. James Madison is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Alexander Hamilton is famous for many things. Name one. One of the writers of the Federalist Papers. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Civil War. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The Civil War had many important events. Name one. Emancipation Proclamation. Abraham Lincoln is famous for many things. Name one. Freed the slaves. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. What U.S. war ended slavery? The Civil War. What amendment says all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are U.S. citizens? 14th Amendment. Está bien, mi amor, ya te lo cojo. 14th Amendment. When did all men get the right to vote? After the Civil War. Name one leader of the women's rights movement in the 1800s. Lucy Stone. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. World War II. Why did the United States enter the World War I? Because Germany attacked U.S. civilian ships. When did all women get the right to vote? 1920, after World War I. What was the Great Depression? Longest economic recession in modern history. Ay, tan bella. When did the Great Depression start? When did the Great Depression start? Stock market crash of 1929. Who was the president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Why did the United States enter World War II? Bombing the Pearl Harbor. Bombing of Pearl Harbor. Why did the United States enter World War II? Bombing of Pearl Harbor. Zweit Einsen Eisenhower is famous for many things. Name one. General during World War II. Who was the United States' main rival during the Cold War? The Soviet Union. During Cold War, what was one main concern of the United States? Communism. Why did the United States enter the Korean War? To stop the spread of communism. Why did the United States enter the Vietnam War? To stop the spread of communism. What did the civil rights movement do? Fought to end racial discrimination. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for many things. Name one. For civil rights. Why did the United States enter the Persian Gulf War? To force the Iraqi military from Kuwait. What major event happened on September 11, 2001? Terrorists attacked the U.S. Name one military conflict after the September 11, 2001 attacks. Global War on Terror. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Apache, Cherokee. Name one example of an American innovation, the airplane. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Harbor. What is the Statue of Liberty? Harbor, New York. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because the stripes represent the 13 original colonies. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there is one star for each state. What is the name of the federal anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. The nation's first motto was E Pluribus Unum. What does that mean? Out of many, one. What is Independence Day? A holiday to celebrate U.S. independence from Britain. Name three national U.S. holidays. Independence Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Juneteenth, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving. What is Memorial Day? A holiday to honor soldiers who die in military service. What is Veterans Day? A holiday to honor people in the U.S. military. Thank you.